All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the true power with General Sarah Soon said to kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to the Sarah Soon said YouTube page, the dynamic page. Y'all know what it is. Black Power, Black Frequency. You feeling that frequency and energy, you should most definitely join. Link right down in the video description in the chat. Click that link. You get a video introduction rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at the Sarah Soon said YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. Ring the alarm, KingSeti.com, online marketplace, official General Sarah Soon Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor, accessories for every room in the house. We got you, family. 25% off selected items at this time. Shop and save, save and shop. That's right. Pull the fire alarm, GeneralSeti.com, SETI University. We talking about over 1,500 of videos of nothing but heat, fire. You already know this one video right here gonna blow your mainframe. So you already know with 1,500 from the general. Plus we got the supplemental, also monumental and instrumental research material from the Grandmaster teachers. I give you an overview on all the material, giving you 360 degrees of supreme African academic wisdom and knowledge that cannot be surpassed by any other website on the planet. I want you to get over there today, check it out, and become a member. That's right, family. And everybody knows SETI popping on Patreon, dropping nuclear bombs on Patreon. And you ain't over there yet, you better get over there. Because we got exclusive live streams. We got over 500 exclusive live streams. Too hot to handle any other place than Patreon. When I pull out that hot sauce, them jalapeno presentations, I take it straight to Patreon. We got 500 and the major perk, you get a chance to see the general go live. That's what you want to see. That's what you want to see. To all my family out there, donate to the general. I appreciate the fact you appreciate me. Any of the family out there would like to donate to the cause of the general. The link is in the video description, in the chat. Donate. I thank you ahead of time. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels. King Seti, General Seti, Sarah Soon Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends. And comment, comment, comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. You'll be done for. Nah, we starting the evening off and we touching, we still on this Gotti. We gonna stay on it. We gonna stay on it till I exhaust all, information where I could teach. You see, and where I could teach. See, I noticed one thing, and niggas, the reach of the general. You see, the reach of the general is a motherfucker. You see, because I can go from the goddamn the university campus, nigga, all the way down to the corner store, nigga, liquor store, nigga, and teach niggas about their misery. You see, and so the reach of the general is a motherfucker. And a lot of people say, well, why said he why is he teaching on these things? Why is he diving into these type of subjects? Because teaching about pyramids and goddamn, spirituality ain't enough to reach these niggas out here. You have to be able to go to the deepest levels, nigga, to raise our people up. You see, if that could do it, if that alone could wake our people up, God damn it, we would have been woke up long time ago. And so you have to be multidisciplined as a teacher today to reach our people and to wake them up. Because there are more than one prison. You see, and you got to have the keys. Nigga, you got to have the keys to unlock all these goddamn prison doors and let our people out. And so most definitely where a lot of our youth is out there on these streets. And, and the fact is, I don't know where you motherfuckers think I come from. You see, motherfuckers act like this some shit. Nigga, I'm born and raised in Detroit, motherfucking Michigan. Enough motherfucking said, nigga. Enough motherfucking said, nigga. The general got wisdom, nigga, on all things of that nature. You feel what I'm saying? So you know that, and I survived, when many niggas didn't. You see, I survived when many niggas didn't. And so, yes, we talking on this very important subject today. Should Yo Gotti miss his brother's funeral? That's a hard motherfucking decision. You see, that's a hard motherfucking decision. You say turn the mic up. Oh shit, you ain't lying. Goddamn, I'm glad I looked up there. Yeah, all right. Thank you, Ray. I'm gonna get it up there. Okay, how that sound? Yeah, we up. Yeah, we up now. How we sound? Shit, we should be. Is we on point? Let me make sure. Yeah, we should be on motherfucking point now. Yeah, we good. All right. Yeah. And so yeah, we touching on it. It should Yo Gotti miss his brother's funeral. And we have to think about that. Because we got some serious hitters out here, that's gunning for niggas. And they don't seem, they don't seem to give a fuck. You know what I'm saying about, cause shit, I mean, literally, they had to know that, they didn't have that type of had that type of presence in the goddamn parking lot. Because shit, if they would have had that right kind of presence in the motherfucking parking lot, they could have cooked them niggas. You see what I'm saying? But they did not have that. You know what I'm saying? So, that's a motherfucking slip up of a motherfucking lifetime. And like I say, why I bring this shit up? I don't bring this shit up because niggas, I've been in these situations. Yeah, I've been in these situations. I've been in these motherfuckers when niggas was talking about shooting up the funeral. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he can go and he should go, but if you gonna go, nigga, and you got to go right. You understand what I'm saying? You got to go motherfucking right, or it could be your goddamn funeral next. You see? Cause I didn't see motherfuckers shoot shit up. Okay, I'm just, and we say, yes, he should go. Maybe he should for many, but I can show you all the news reports where niggas, did go and it didn't turn out right. You understand what I'm saying? It didn't turn out right. It didn't turn out right. You see? So, that's a decision that you got to make. And yeah, I mean, I understand. And I'm not saying he shouldn't go. I'm not saying that he shouldn't go, but I'm telling you that, there was a serious, things wasn't mapped out like they should have been mapped out. And if you ain't got the right counselors, man, that's going to put you in a position, you feel me, where you safe and your peoples is safe. Because like I said, motherfuckers could be, you got some sick motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? They might just, spray. They don't give a fuck, shit, they could just spray. I remember, and I'm telling you this shit, not because, we already see what happened. So, I mean, they was from my understanding, I could be wrong. You see? Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what? From my understanding, they was told not to even go to that goddamn funeral. Okay? Yeah. That's my understanding. That motherfuckers told them not to even go to that funeral. I could be wrong. But I'm based on what I seen, but that's a possibility if motherfuckers pulled up like that. You know what I'm saying? If motherfuckers pulled up like that, it wouldn't be beyond my imagination that, niggas gave them a heads up. Like, nigga, yeah. Nigga, they we hearing shit in the street. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hearing shit. Listen to me, man. Like I said, if you ain't never been there, I'ma tell you, nigga. You see, if you ain't never been there, it's one thing. But if you been in them situations, I'm gonna tell you, I couldn't even stay in the funeral. I had to be on the outside. Me and my peoples had to, be on the outside. We couldn't even go on the inside. Nigga, we had to stand out in front of this motherfucker. Just cause to make sure everything was tight. You see what I'm saying? Shit. Straight up. Nigga, we out there, nigga, trunk full and shit and every motherfucking thing. Like, cause that's the shit that we got threats to the funeral like that. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't even personal to us personally. You see what I'm saying? It was a situation, where family and his mans failed. You see what I'm saying? Where family and his mans fail, and certain motherfuckers that they they assume had something to do with both of them falling, they thinking they gonna come to the goddamn funeral, and motherfuckers was like, if they see that motherfucker, that they was gonna shoot that motherfucker up, period. You see what I'm saying? So it wasn't even directly to us. You see what I'm saying? Affiliate motherfuckers. Yeah, that motherfucker show up, nigga. Listen here. You feel me? We shooting this bitch up. Straight up. And I'm not no, and like I say, I'm not no, I ain't no, no nigga that just out in the street, nigga, just shooting up shit. I ain't that kind of nigga. But I ain't no pussy neither. You know what I'm saying? And so, it's like, I'm in the position, nigga, where, all of a sudden, nigga, I'm in charge, nigga. You see what I'm saying? I'm like one of the, the oldest, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not really, I'm like, damn, how in the fuck, I'm already mourning and shit. You know what I'm saying? And now I got to be out here in a predicament I ain't never been in. You see what I'm saying? I don't know where this shit gonna go. I don't know where it's gonna go, but everybody was nervous. I know that. But that mother, we weren't gonna allow that to happen. You see, we told that motherfucker, don't you bring your motherfucking ass near this funeral home at all. You see what I'm saying? Cause these niggas was serious. You see? So it's easy for motherfuckers to say, go, yeah. And some niggas want you to go. Yeah, they want you to put your foot on that gas, nigga, and go. And so, yeah, nah, if you're going to go, you got to go right. You got to go right, man. You got to go motherfucking right. And the crazy shit about it, you got just so many elements out there, there's so many elements because they know that nigga he under pressure. He is under pressure. That's some serious motherfucking pressure to be up under. I don't give a fuck how much money, but you got to roll right. And that mean, nigga, straight up, nigga. Straight up, nigga. Y'all got to roll right. Straight up, nigga, closing shit off, man. You know what I'm saying? Even then, man, it be motherfuckers in presidential motherfucking, where they got, and they still be coming after motherfuckers. They could be in, it could be heads of states and shit and all like that. They don't give a fuck. Nigga, they'll try to come up with a way, nigga, to get to that motherfucker. If they really bout that life and they really, really want to make that hit, and I'm not saying this to just be out here, it's a serious situation. It's a serious situation. And if it's a way that, we can instill some wisdom into the family where they can, but niggas got theyself in it. But at the same time, it's a lot of young motherfuckers out there that, they don't have the kind of names of the Dolphs and the Gottis, but they out there dropping too. None the motherfucking less. You see, they out there dropping. What about them? You see? You know, what about them? What about people's in the motherfucking funeral, nigga? They lives is at. I know motherfuckers gonna be scared as hell if it go down and they had that shit. And I don't, you got to have that shit somewhere, and I don't know where, you could have a funeral where you got some, you got more protection. You know what I'm saying? You got more protection and shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to be coming out, you got to be damn near underground some goddamn where, underground parking, where a motherfucker could come out a way that motherfuckers don't know. You know what I'm saying? Or some shit like that. But, it's a serious situation, and whether he go or whether he don't go. If he do, he better do damn better than what he did the last time, because that shit was ridiculous. Yeah, that shit was ridiculous, man. I just like, I just don't understand that shit, man. In coming up, I didn't been in all type of shit, and I like as a young nigga. And I don't say this, I never did nobody wrong. I ain't never, I ain't never took nobody's life or no shit like that, but just the growing up shit, being in being in the motherfucking streets and shit, nigga. And being, all, being in them cars and shit, nigga, and shit, damn near, having, shootouts in cars and shit. You know what I'm saying? And like, you ain't never been in no shit like that. It's a fucked up situation. And as young niggas, that shit hurry up and straighten you up, nigga, and get you the fuck up out the streets. You know what I'm saying? A lot of time it be your motherfucking homies and shit. You want to ride with your motherfucking homie, and these niggas is crazy. And but these is your motherfucking homies, and you feel like, well, shit, I'm gonna ride and shit. Let's ride. But these, you know what? You be surprised how many motherfuckers that don't have no motherfucking knowledge about the street. And these niggas and shit, nigga, it's like you could be on a mission and niggas are, get damn near get to the motherfucker and get the, chicken shit. And you know what I'm like, motherfucker, well, what the fuck you bring a nigga this far for, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, nigga, you done brought a nigga way. And nigga, we in the motherfucking belly of the beast now, nigga. And so now it's either do or motherfucking die. You know what I'm saying? And shit, nigga. And then in the spur of the motherfucking moment, nigga, you had to, nigga, make the right motherfucking decisions. Nigga, you in the belly of the beast, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You done drove and shit, nigga. And not on, like I say, on no bullshit, nigga. It's principle shit out here. You know what I'm saying? It's principle shit out here that, niggas have to deal with. But at the same motherfucking time, you be surprised how many of these niggas out here don't know what the fuck to do when that fire, nigga, is turned up, man. They weak. They, and they ain't never been in no shit. They run off at their mouth. And then they ain't never been in no shit like that. So when that shit hit them, they freeze. They freeze, and that's the shit you cannot do. You understand what I'm saying? That's the shit you cannot do. You cannot freeze. Nigga, you have to calm your mind, nigga, and make the right motherfucking decision. Because it could be your motherfucking last. So knowing, in all the situations that niggas done been in, you have to, after a while, I stopped like, fuck this. As I grew up, nigga, and I said, oh, no, nigga, don't even call me. Don't even motherfucker, I'm grown now, nigga. You know what I'm saying? No, if that's what you, nigga, go on and do what you do. Don't motherfucking call me. You know what I'm saying? Let that shit, go find another nigga. You know what I'm saying? Shit, all the times and all the shit we didn't, as young niggas and shit out in these motherfucking streets, man, ain't nobody doing that shit. You see? But like I say, as we talk about this, I done seen shit like that, where motherfuckers, nigga, they shoot the motherfucking funeral up, nigga. Shoot it up. They don't even wait for you to come out, nigga. They'll shoot the motherfucking funeral up. Straight up. With you in that motherfucker. You see? They'll motherfucking shoot that motherfucker up with you in there if the right motherfuckers is in there. If they just like because they took pictures of them in the last one. Like, here they go. You see what I'm saying? So you get, nigga, it's a funeral. Motherfuckers gonna come and see. You know what I'm saying? A lot of time the enemy send motherfuckers to see. You know, they send motherfuckers to the funeral to see. Who in there, this, that, and the third, and they'll come out, nigga, and send, and let motherfuckers know, yeah, they in there. You see, they in there, and if they feel, you see, but that's why, the thing is, if they know it's a presence outside, and that's where you can't slip. I know motherfucker walking with you. No, nigga, you got to have niggas outside deep. You got to have them motherfuckers spread out too. You know what I'm saying? Where when a motherfucker come in, niggas is on that. They looking for it. That's what they out there. They looking, any motherfucker that come in there, they looking at they at. And as soon as if you got enough niggas, dog, ain't no one car gonna do shit. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? He's done. Yeah, you got to send them. You had to have them niggas out there. You know what I'm saying? And and like I say, 100. It's shit. You got that kind of money, but shit, you supposed to have 100 niggas. But I'm quite sure everybody but I don't give a fuck if you got it on and you inside. You got to have the presence outside, because if you come through the door and you ain't got no presence outside, you vulnerable. All the nigga had to do is pull up, skirt, and pull off. But if motherfuckers is in the parking lot and they deep, you understand what they're gonna put pressure on the motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? They gonna know. They're gonna look around. They're gonna see motherfuckers and shit, but they ain't supposed to be, they're supposed to be conspicuous and shit. You know what I'm saying? But if they see niggas out there in them cars and shit, you know what I'm saying? They gonna know motherfuckers is looking at them. You see that nigga? Yeah, I see that nigga. That's how niggas gonna be. Yeah, I see that bitch ass nigga. That he is right there. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, nigga. And to send a message, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to send a message. A couple motherfuckers step out the car with them things. You see what I'm saying? This real motherfucking talk, what I'm telling you. You see, this is why these niggas, and I'm not telling nobody this shit to live that life. No, I'm not telling you that. But if you pressured like that, man, and a lot, like I say, I had never been in no shit like that. I was under pressure. You see, not to be no gangster or no shit, nigga. These niggas talking about shooting up my family. I'm like, damn, we grieving, nigga. Y'all talking about, and so I'm not no goddamn, I'm not no mafioso nigga and shit. I'm out here like, this is like I'm thrown into this shit where I have to defend my damn family. And I know these niggas is crazy. These niggas is crazy. I didn't know what the fuck they was gonna do. But after a while being in the city, nigga, and you live in city life and you grow and you been in situations and shit, you learn over years, nigga. You learn through the years what to do and what not to do. You see? And shit, and you hold that motherfucking parking lot down, my nigga. Yeah. I already know. I know you. I know you know, Ray. I know you know, my nigga. I know you know. And I know a whole lot of other brothers know. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes you just got to step out there and, you in out, you let a motherfucker know. I did a lot of times. Step right on out with that thing. With the chop, nigga. Walk right outside like, nigga. Yeah, nigga. Okay. You been warned, motherfucker. You been warned. You think it's a game, and if they see motherfuckers, they gonna get the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? They gonna see, if they see motherfuckers step out there and make a presence, they gonna get the fuck on. But if they don't see nobody out there and they don't see and they looking and shit, sometimes they'll ride up in there to look and ride through the motherfucker just to see if they see niggas. You see, and if they see somebody, they gonna get the fuck on. They ain't gonna risk it because they know motherfuckers than people. Yeah. Now see if you can make it out of here, bitch, nigga. Yeah, you done came up in here thinking you. Now see if you can make it out of this bitch. You see? You know, now we following your bitch ass. You see what I'm saying? And that's how you had to turn you had to turn the tide on niggas. You see, you had to turn the tide on niggas. But you know, the thing is, it's just, you know, I kind of, you know, I feel for Memphis. I feel for black people in general to be in a war like that, you know, and it don't look like, you know, there's no way out of that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's really what I'm, I feel bad for the city. I feel bad for our people, you know, to be in that situation with all these young brothers and, you know, and sisters is dropping, you know, over, you know, and these is young brothers and sisters, you know, shit, you know, gifted with, able to make money, and here they is dying over some shit that could have been avoided, you know, shit that could have been avoided. And so, you know, I don't know what it's gonna take to quench the thirst of, you know, both camps and shit. I don't, you know, is it is they is it over when, you know, they feel like Gotti is gone and shit? Is that what's gonna quench their thirst? You see, yeah, you know, is that what's gonna quench their thirst? We don't know, you know, we don't know, but that would be so, at the end of the day, that's a devastating legacy to say, yeah, this is, you know, the war that went on in Memphis. You know, from the time, you know, even before Young Dolph died, they was going, they was going in on one another. It just, you knew it was gonna lead to somebody getting killed. You know, you knew it was, yeah, he the big fish. Yeah, he is. He is. You know, and so, you know, but that's why you, and I tell you again and again, that's why you have to know when you at that point to make that decision, nigga, you have to envision what that shit gonna look like. You got to look it all the way down to the end. You can't be in the moment, because the moment gonna get you fucked up. You see, that heated moment gonna get you fucked up. Anything you do, nigga, you got to see it all the way to the end, or don't make the move. You see, and I'm gonna tell you, I do it. And I think about it. I don't. And sometimes and when you angry, see, that anger will cloud your consciousness. You see, it'll cloud your clarity. And so if you move in anger, you should always calm yourself before you make the decision. And see that shit all the way to the end. Walk it all the way to the end. And I guarantee you, because I do it. And I say, yeah, nigga, and then I see the bullshit. I say, damn, they, I see, I could see a motherfucker going to jail. I could see a motherfucker trying to retaliate. I could see motherfuckers trying to do this, that, and the third. And when you see it all the way through, and you take it in consideration, the possibilities of this shit going sour and going, in the wrong direction, that's when you got to make the decision right then and there, like, fuck this shit. It ain't worth it. It's not worth it. No matter, it's not motherfucking worth it to do it. You see? Nah, and like I say, that ain't for all situations. That ain't for all situations. Nah, and I ain't trying to tell no motherfucker don't handle their motherfucking business. Then, you know what I'm saying? I ain't telling the motherfucker that neither. You see? But that's when a motherfucker, is they, they out of pocket. They coming at you on some bullshit, and you have to defend yourself. Now, in that case, and even then it'll make, but that if you don't, nigga, you know what the consequences of that. Nigga, they'll do you, nigga, no different than they do any other nigga out here in the motherfucking street. You see what I'm saying? So only in that case. So I don't want no motherfucker to think I'm out here preaching no Martin Luther King. No, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm about some Malcolm X, nigga. Defend yourself, nigga. He say,
Be righteous, nigga. Obey the law. Be righteous. Obey the law. Do right. Don't do wrong. But if they put their hands on you, send them to the cemetery. You see, if they put their hands on you, send them to the cemetery. So we about righteousness. We about, we about the love of our people. We about, having mercy on the streets, having mercy on the community. You see, at some point in time, and that just to reach out there and say, Memphis is gonna have to make a decision, man. They're gonna have to make a decision, man, to have mercy in their heart, because that's your own tribe up there, regardless to whether, motherfuckers is from this side of town or that side of town. That's a historical city and the blood is thick down there. And to be in this type of menacing war with your family and with your brother and your sister at this time, but you cannot war with that beast for independence and for and for freedom and liberation. You cannot, you niggas will not rise up to straighten shit out when it's time, and have that same energy and frequency when it's time to straighten this shit out. That's what I don't respect. That's what I don't respect about our people. Because when we talk about revolution, they say, oh, the white man and this, that, and the third. But goddamn it, when it come time to killing black people, nigga, y'all niggas show up for overtime. Y'all ready to put in overtime on that. Y'all gonna have mercy at some point in time. You're gonna have mercy at some point in time on yourself. You're gonna have to let that shit pass regardless. And what, and again, I know some fires you have to let them burn out, but the destruction that's gonna be left in the wake when the smoke clear and you see the destruction and the pain and the life lost over a motherfucking decision that could have been made by one individual, and that one individual did not make that decision, did not take that ship and his soldiers in a whole nother direction, looking for prosperity. They chose, nigga, death. They chose destruction. You see, they chose, you see, to oppress their own goddamn people. The whole city is oppressed right now because people's is scared to come out in the street. It's a goddamn demon hanging over that. And it's a whole lot of cities with that same cloud hanging over the goddamn city, one way or another. And so, hopefully that, Memphis can, reach deep right now while you can. Because the deeper you go in, the harder it's going to be to come out of that shit. You see, you think it, a nigga saying we got to get this, man, but we got to, and that's the thirst of blood in your motherfucking heart, nigga. You done become bloodthirsty and ain't nothing can quench your motherfucking thirst but more blood and more blood, more. And you can get in that goddamn state of mind and shit. And you cannot, sometimes some of them can't come out, some can. Some can, but we sending the spirit of the ancestors up there. You understand what I'm saying? To lay their hands on the heart of our people that they could have mercy on each other, man. That's real motherfucking talk. Have mercy on each other. Real talk. That's why I touch on this shit. We can't just talk about pyramids and shit like that. These young brothers and sisters out here, you got to be able to go down, and it ain't, going beneath you. You got to go where the youth, where they at. You got to go there and you got to be able to reach them. You got to be able, they got to see that you a real nigga. You understand what I'm saying? And that's real talk. And I don't give a fuck what, and anybody, and they feel that they done made it to a certain level, and that level don't require them to go back and teach they young. I don't know what kind of nigga you is. You ain't got no, you have never graduated, you understand, to a level that does not require you to reach your hands back to the youth. and help them. That's your responsibility. And our ancestors ain't gonna never bless you because those are their children. You see, those are the ancestors' children out there dying in the street. And so if you ain't got if you got respect for the ancestors, you will have respect for their children. And when you see them in these type of predicaments, you have to have the words to speak, even if it might not resonate immediately, but it will resonate at some point in time. For some, it'll resonate. They'll get in that moment and they'll begin to break down, and that message will come up, and it'll be the message that turn them around. Like, you know what? I heard that message. I'm in a state of, I'm in a state of mind right now where it's resonating, and they'll turn around, and that might not be all of them, but it'll be some. And if you could say one, God damn it, you didn't did a hell of a job. So family, we got a hell of a lineup tonight. I want y'all to stay with me. You see, yeah, that one cool. Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, I don't like seeing shit like that. They just that's you ain't supposed to show. You ain't supposed to show. Pictures like that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to show pictures like that. It'd be hard for me sometimes to even put up, pictures with our family being lynched. But in that, sometimes you have to shock the mind because these niggas don't know what condition that they in. But that's today that's some violence. But see, and for some, you might have to wake a nigga up. At the same time, they're just like they got that scared straight shit. Well, some motherfuckers, you just have to put their ass, you have to electrify their ass with shit that they just don't. Because I was in a program where they took niggas down to the morgue. I had got in some trouble and shit, you know what I'm saying? And they took niggas down. They took niggas through the county jail and shit to see inmates and shit. And they took niggas to the morgue, man. I say, damn. And they actually showed motherfuckers, man, that had been killed and shit, and this, that, and the third. I say, damn, But I didn't need to go to the morgue because shit. I didn't see motherfuckers out there laying in the street. Shit, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying it to lie. I had seen niggas in. You know what? I was thinking about doing that video. You know what I'm saying? I'm quite sure Ron, I know Ron didn't call his daughter up. I know he ain't ready for her to be. I know she ain't in no damn Memphis. You know what I'm saying? He be dumbass nigga to do some shit like that. Nah. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you supposed to take your mama, your woman, your wife, nigga. If you at war, nigga, you put your family up. Nigga, even if you got to fly them out the goddamn country, nigga, just fly them on out the country, nigga. Y'all got money, nigga. Go on and buy a motherfucking house somewhere, rent a house out, nigga, way overseas somewhere, and y'all stay over there, nigga, until this shit is cleared the fuck up. Yeah. Well, shit, man. Well, man, shit. I guess it's land like that. You know what I'm saying? But family, let's move on. We got some more fire we're going to put down for the night. To our family out there in Memphis, man, heal. Think twice. Calm yourself. You feel me? Think about it. Think about it again. Take time. Breathe. Look at the situation all the way to the end. You see, and make sure that you don't put yourself in no situation that you cannot come back from. This is General Sarasun Seti saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge, bang on that wicked ass beast daily, liberation through African education. Hit some of them links up, support the General, Black Power.